Hey, Blooper.
Hello.
I see that you've got the memo about the unicorn trend that's going
I
along.
didn't realize there was a dress code.
Well, I appreciate that you are willing to make the sacrifice to look like a unicorn.
Yeah, I'm your little plaything.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So today we are going to be making a version of a unicorn frappuccino, I guess.
I suppose. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was wondering what the method to your madness was.
Yep. So the past couple of weeks, Starbucks came out with what they are calling a unicorn frappuccino, which is a pink frappuccino with a blue swirl through it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there were...
How come they don't make coffee anymore?
I don't know. I guess frappuccinos are better on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are going to try to make something that looks like a unicorn frappuccino, but we only have 3 ingredients. And we're also going to try to address a couple of the complaints that people had about these frappuccinos.
What were they complaining about?
Well, one,
Other than, did they have to wear the silly hat too?
you know, I think they would have liked it better if they had to wear the silly hat.
Okay.
You could take a nice photograph and put it on Pinterest, and then you'd be unicorn everything. So the 2 things that I've heard is, one, people didn't really like the flavor all that much. It was a mango smoothie with a sour streak of blue that went through it. So a pink drink that's mango doesn't make any sense to me. There are tons of pink things that you could make into
How
a
about a cat
smoothie.
pink drink?
Or you could make it with cherries or berries. How about that?
No cat?
I don't think we'll put any cat in this one.
Oh, well.
And the other complaint that people had about it was the amount of sugar. So these frappuccinos apparently had more than 70 grams of sugar in them.
Is that a lot?
You know, you would think that that was a lot by the amount of complaining that people did, but we're making this with really, I wouldn't say low sugar ingredients since it's fruit and a little bit of milk products, but ours has about 50 grams of sugar in it. So, you know,
We're just as bad.
we're just as bad, but we've cut it down by a little bit. So, and it definitely tastes a lot better. So we are going to be making a cherry unicorn smoothie or frappuccino, if that's what you want to call it.
Okay. What should I call it?
So our first ingredient is
Red cherries.
red cherries. We're going to be using dark cherries. You could also use sour cherries. They have to be frozen because that's what's going to make this a frozen drink.
Do you have to use cherries?
Nope, you could use raspberries or strawberries. And if you want to change color, you can use whatever kind of berry or fruit that you wanted to.
Will the other color affect the other part of it?
What does that mean?
You were gonna mix colors, right? Isn't that the whole point?
Oh, right. So, but you know, you could always make the stripe out of something else. You could make
Okay.
Yep. So we are going to use about 1 cup of frozen cherries. Our next ingredient is
Yogurt.
yogurt. We are going to be using about 1 cup to 1.5 cups.
No fruit in that, just plain, right?
This is vanilla. I thought that a vanilla cherry smoothie would be pretty good.
Okay.
You can reduce the amount of sugar if you just use plain yogurt, though.
Oh?
Yeah, I mean, this has sweeteners in it for the vanilla, so that's probably why the sugar content's a little bit higher.
Okay.
So you could just use plain yogurt. It would be a little bit more on the sour or tangy side if you did that, but that's fine. I would suggest using regular yogurt and not Greek yogurt just because we don't have anything to thin this out. We're limited to 3 ingredients. So we're just using regular yogurt, so it's a little bit thinner and it's easier to drink.
Okay.
And our third ingredient is...
I have no idea what that is.
This is something that I found online. This is actually a squeeze candy is what they call it.
Looks like toothpaste.
It comes in a tube that's like toothpaste. It's blue, so that's what
Blue
we're...
toothpaste.
No, it's,
Blue gel, minty.
could be.
Fresh.
I wouldn't put toothpaste in this. This is, I think it's just basically a sugar syrup, or it looks more like corn syrup that's been colored and flavored a little bit. We're only using a couple of squeezes of this, so it will up the sugar content, but not by very much, and it's not going to affect the flavor that much. So we're going to use a couple of squeezes of this blue gel to make our blue
Can I squeeze
swirls.
that?
Here.
Thanks.
Okay. Why don't we see how to make this? Okay, we're going to start out by putting our cherries into the blender. About 1 cup of frozen cherries, and we are using a dark cherry just to get that tanginess. And to that, we're going to add about 1 cup of our vanilla yogurt. And then we're just going to blend that together until it's smooth. Okay, so I added a little bit more of the yogurt just to get that pink color that I was looking for, to kind of match that, the pink color of the Starbucks. Now let's prepare our cup. Now to prepare the cup and put that little blue swirl through it that the Starbucks has, we have gotten this icy squeeze candy. There's a couple of different brands of these squeeze candy. This is just what I happen to be able to pick up on Amazon. As you can see, it's got a nice deep blue color, and that's what we're looking for. It's basically pure sugar and maybe just a little bit of flavoring in that. We're just using it for color. This whole package is considered one serving, so we're not really going to be adding a tremendous amount of pure sugar to this. I'm just going to squeeze this along the cup to add those swirls. And now that I have my swirls in my cup, I can just carefully pour the smoothie on top of that. I think this is a pretty nice approximation of what the Starbucks look like. The colors are a little bit deeper, but I'm pretty impressed with that. Now, if we want to top this off, you could always add whipped cream, of course, but since we don't actually have another ingredient to add, I can just add a quick layer of the yogurt right on top. And then top that with a little bit more of the candy. Add a quick straw. And we are good to go. Let's see how Blooper likes it. So what do you think?
Sweet.
It is sweet, but it is sweet.
You want a sip?
Sure.
Take a sip.
This is sweet that comes directly from the cherries and from the sweeteners that's been added to the yogurt. But
you didn't wipe it off. I could have.
We all live in the same household, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Although it might be a little bit of fur.
Hey,
that's
where the good stuff is.
You get the little swirls that you get in the unicorn frappuccino, and I have to say, if you like a berry smoothie, this is just basically a berry smoothie. We've just made it look a little bit more unicorny, like we made
unicorny.
Yeah, like we made Blooper look a little bit more.
You gotta give that a little hat on that one too.
That's a great idea.
Here, you can have mine.
What do you think?
Oh, it's you to a T.
So we
weirdo.
I make three.
Maybe not the nicest way.
I was going to say I make 3 ingredient recipes with puppets every week.
Yeah, you are a weirdo.
I am a weirdo. So if you like hanging out with this weirdo and these weirdos, you can. What can people do? They can
subscribe.
Subscribing really helps us.
Share.
You can share these videos, put them on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, let other people know about them.
I can't come up with another S word.
Nope, but you can comment.
Comment.
You can comment down below.
Sonnet. That's the go.
You could maybe you could write a sonnet.
A sonnet. Comment with it. All that stuff.
You can do all of that. If you'd like to be notified of when we have a new video out, you can just click the little bell down below and you will get an email every time we post a new video. All sorts of stuff on this channel. We have George. You know George.
Of course.
He's a cat and he talks about good self-esteem.
I'm not allowed to touch him.
Nope. Well, you can touch him. You just can't eat him.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah. We also have Sullivan. He's a dog and he wants to be
I don't want to eat that.
Yep. So keep up with all our adventures. We're here 4 times a week and we'd love to see you back again. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So our first ingredient is?
Cherries.
Cherries. We are using 1 cup of red cherries. Of course they're red cherries. That's always red cherries. Okay. No blue
black cherries.
There are black cherries. Okay, one more time.